end feed solder tee. I've prepared this one, and again, I've cut the face out of it, so hopefully we can see the solder doing capillary action or capillary attraction inside the gap. And then I've done this one the other day. This is a solder ring tee. I've done the same thing. I've kept the solder ring in, and hopefully we'll see the same process going through when I use the gas bottle onto it. So the solder ring tees are a bit more expensive. They just come with a solder ring already put in it. As a plumber, I would always add a bit more solder just in case, because sometimes the solder rings fall out, they can get damaged, or they're not even there when you buy them. So I'd always put a bit of solder on it just to make sure. But this time, we're just going to use the fittings. So first of all, I've got the end feed T-piece. It's already been pre-cleaned, as always, and fluxed. I'm going to use MAP gas for a bit more heat, and I've got the lead-free solder. So again, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to stand this side, I'm going to put the gas onto it, and then hopefully we'll see the solder rising up in between the gap and the fitting. The capillary action, capillary attraction. How the water, I was always told, it's how the water gets to the top of trees. The fibres are so close together, there's a very, very small gap. Any liquid or fluid fills that gap up and it can go against gravity. So hopefully this will work and we'll see what happens. So first of all, light the gas bottle, set my flame. I'm going to put the heat on, keep the heat on, and I'm going to touch down here where the pipe meets the fitting. I've touched it a couple of times, but I'll always keep the heat on when I'm doing it. And eventually, when I see the solder melting onto the pipe, I'll add a bit more, and hopefully you should see it rising up the pipe. So I'll turn the gas back on, and then we'll carry on, and then I'll do the one sticking out next, and then the one at top last. So I keep the heat on, I can move it in between the fitting. I touch the solder, not ready yet. Touch it again, that's us ready to go. And now it runs round and up. I can do the next one, the one out the side. Again, it's ready to melt. And then the last one's the very top. That's it done. Obviously, when we start on the bottom, I don't think it really matters where you start. I was always taught that obviously heat rises, but obviously copper's a good conductor of heat. And whatever side's easier for you to start on, that's entirely up to you. So we keep the heat on. Hopefully we've seen the solder run in between the gap on the three sides of the fitting. And hopefully the camera's picked that up and you can see it. So the next one we're going to try and do it. I've got a cloth because remember it's warm. I'll pick that out. I'll put it to one side. Is a solder ring tee. When I do this one, I'm not going to use the solder. I'm hopefully just going to have to try and look at it and hopefully it will heat up and the solder will run. So I'm just going to add heat. I'm going to keep the solder out the way. I'm not going to add any of it at all. So I'm going to put the gas bottle on now. I can put it around the fitting to heat. The first time I'll see the solder melting, if it's not been cut open, is at the edge. It should run. There we go, the solder's running. Make sure it goes right round. I'll do the side one next. Hopefully that'll go quickly as well. There we go. Solder fills up the gap. And then the last one at the top. Always the quickest one out of three. I can do a quick check and look to make sure the solder's run round the outside of the fitting. That's my telltale. If I don't see any solder on the outside of the fitting, just at the top, obviously these fittings won't have big cuts in them so we can see it. All I need to do is give it a small heat quickly first of all and add a bit more solder just to make sure. In theory you don't need the solder added onto it. There's enough solder in the fitting, but sometimes you've just got to add a wee bit more just to make sure that it's fine. So that's the end feed T-piece done. We've done the solder ring T-piece. That's finished now. Again, it's hot, so I'll pick it out with a cloth. Okay, so I've now polished them up so you can actually see, hopefully, the way the solders run a bit better. If I turn it on the far side, you can see it's made a joint. The solder rings has went right around the outside. And then, if you're looking inside, you can see it's tracked up the pipe. So that whole gap between the pipe and the inside of the fitting is now full of solder, and that is what makes the joint. So that's the one, the end feed fitting where I added solder. I'll put that down. And this is the one, the solder ring tee. This is the one with the solder already built into the fitting. Again, you can see that it's tracked up the lines, so it's filled the whole gap. And also, we have that nice solder ring right round the outside of the 3 parts of the T-piece. And I think on the end feed fitting, you can see the inside of the T-piece, and hopefully you can see the solder that's running inside the edge of the pipe as well.